Good morning, everybody. And if you're on this side of the border, happy President's Day. If you are watching from Canada, happy Family Day. So a lot of folks are home today, hopefully enjoying this holiday. And you know what? We have some great ideas for you to make the most out of today, which we're going to get to in just a few minutes. But up first, a fascinating topic as we turn to local psychologist Dr. Beth Taublieb, back this morning with a fascinating look into the human psyche, I always think, when she does her segments. Good morning. We're going to talk about couples therapy.
Yes, we are.
How are you?
I am great.
Terrific.
And I wanted to bring up couples therapy again because it is a very positive, powerful tool when done right and when done under the right circumstances.
Now, you surprised me when you said we're going to talk about couples therapy when it's right and when it's not a good idea. I would never think it would not be a good idea.
It is very often not a good
Really?
idea. People come to therapy of all kinds for all kinds of reasons. People come to couples therapy for twice as many different reasons. Because we have the reasons one member of the couple comes, and we have the reason the other member of the couple comes. First of all, it has to be basically the same reason on both sides. If one member is coming because they want permission for the therapist to say, your relationship is gone, end it. And imagine the other member of the couple is coming to get techniques for how to improve things. It's not going to work.
No.
So they both have to be on the same page.
Now, do they have to both be there during the same sessions?
Here's what we do. At the beginning, the first session of couples, I meet with the couple together. And at that point, I kind of get a good feel, an assessment, if you will, of why each member is there and if it's a good fit. If it is a good fit, what we do next is the next session, I see each person individually. Because there is always something one member of the couple wants to share with me that they feel funny or they just do not want to share in front of the other member. So we get that information out first. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4th session, we meet as a threesome.
Okay, so they're both there and you. And anything that was said in confidence stays that way?
It stays that way unless something is said in confidence that at the end, I say to the person, you know, in order for couples therapy to be successful, it's very important that your spouse, your partner, hears this bit of information.
Okay.
I share nothing without permission, but I certainly am not shy about saying, I think your partner should know.
Okay. Do they know that's coming?
They usually do.
Okay.
You know, there are very few things that are said in couples therapy that's a shock to either member of the couple.
I think you're right.
On some level, people know.
They know. All right, so when is it not a good idea then?
It's not a good idea when the relationship is over and people come because they want to feel as if they've done everything.
I see.
So I'm going to come, and that way we can go a few times. The insurance company pays for it, and we can say we did everything. Another time it's not a good thing is if neither one of us wants to stay together. But Doc, would you fix it for the sake of the kids?
Oh, boy.
And I hear that so much. And I can never disagree. A separation, a divorce is always traumatic for the offspring. However, living in a home where mom and dad are only together for the sake of the offspring can be equally as traumatic.
Interesting, interesting. And I would imagine too, if you have people who are very negative towards each other, this isn't going to help it either, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes that negativity can be addressed.
Yeah.
We can see that it's something as a result of many, many, many incidents and hurt feelings building up. And that's great. We can work through that. Another time I just want to say that it's not a good idea is when you come in and you say, I'm here because I want to tell you about him or her. I did nothing wrong. It's all his fault, her fault. Would you please tell him or that and fix our marriage?
Oh, maybe he'll listen to you. Or
maybe
right,
they'll listen to you. Right. Very, very seldom. And I can never say never in my profession.
Do you get more people to come in for couples therapy closer to the beginning of their marriage, or maybe do you see people 20 years on?
You know, it's interesting.
I mean, my parents should have went. They're married, I don't know, 60-something years. I still say, you people should go to couples therapy. They don't live in town, so I can say that.
I was just going to bring that up, that couples therapy can happen any time in the relationship. Sometimes at the very beginning, prior to a marriage or a commitment. Sometimes somewhere in the middle, when quote unquote the magic seems gone. Somewhere in the late middle, when the kids are gone off to college, and oh my God, we have to deal with each other. And then sometimes at the end. But it's a wonderful thing, as I said, when it's done by someone who knows what they're doing. And when it's under the right circumstances.
Then do you like when people have couples getaways at churches? They try to do a retrove. They try, they try to work with the couples to get you out there. Remember who you're married to and why. Let's talk these things over so it doesn't get to that point where you're calling it quits with this person. You just want some strengthening.
You know, it's interesting. I feel the same way about those types of encounters as I do about group therapy in general. Sometimes it works wonders. Other times people need the individual or the one-on-two work, which is not always available in those kinds of encounters. But again, that too, when it works, it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, interesting. Do you also find that therapy is needed depending on, it's like, let me say this, when somebody has an issue in a relationship and that relationship doesn't work, sometimes they find that same issue in the next relationship.
Not sometimes.
All the time.
Not sometimes, very close to all the time.
I mean, you must get people who are in a relationship and then this doesn't work and then guess what? It's the same problems in the next relationship.
Oh yes, and we all know, we all have friends, we all have relatives where every relationship, the partner's physically abusive.
Oh, yes,
or every relationship, the partner has an addictive problem. Or every relationship, the partner is less than faithful. Now again, I am not blaming the person, but we have, every one of us, we all have our unfinished business. And we take that unfinished business until it's taken care of with us to every relationship, to every home, to every state, to every city. It follows us.
As I say, Dr. Amy Beth with another fascinating look into the human psyche. When is couples therapy appropriate and when it's not? If this is something that you would like to talk to her about, her office number is 834-1505. If you'd like to comment generally, you can find her through dramybeth.com. We love her. We know you do too.